This is a presentation of Northeast Streaming Sports.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? Captain Jack here. It is Thursday, which means you don't know jack about sports until you are here with us. We are on. Let me see. Oh man, did I miss? Yeah, I missed one of my Facebooks. Oh well. Appreciate everybody being here. I'm looking at you, Instagram. I am pointing at you, Instagram. See how I'm pointing at them? You don't see it over there. Instagram, please head over to YouTube. Please head over to YouTube. If you're on Facebook, I say the same thing. Please head over to YouTube. Let me get caught up with some of the comments here. Remember, this is a Roku show tonight. So we gotta watch our language. I will say that, and I will make sure it's stated. But I also want to make sure that I say, hey, if you want to give support to the channel, to me, to the shows, every time you send a $5 donation via Super Chat or Super Sticker, it's there here on YouTube. I prefer, and I'll admit it, I prefer the Cash App or the Friends and Family on PayPal. Why? Because I get all of that $5. YouTube takes their big little chunk out of the donation, but that's okay. That's okay. I appreciate the donations. Bocadilla is Oscar's in the house. Thank you for being there, Oscar. Oscar, head over to YouTube. And remember, those folks that are, and I will put up the Bocadillos, put portion of the brand. Okay, in fact, let's do that. I haven't done that in a bit. It's one of my overlays. There you go. You don't see as much because I have the things on it, which is unfortunate. You can see a bit of the bocadillos in the corner, if I take the banner down, hang on a second. If I take the banner down, you can see the Bocadillos character. Like I said, you got Raider Homer, you got Polo, you got Gorilla Rilla, you got uh, Oakland Raiders Savage, you got Asylum, you got Jason Dean, aka my buddy. You got Mob Boss, you have Joker Raider, and you have Velvet. So you see all the Boca characters. You also see at my point, yeah, right here. I'm pointing at me. Am I pointing at? No, I'm not. Am I not? There. I'm pointing. I can't. How I can't stand. I have to do everything backwards. That's me. So everybody, thank you for being here. Remember, for all of the entries that you have, and again, I got to put the banner up. Remember, if you do the entries, every $5 you spend is an entry on the treasure chest of prizes. I am slowly working my way into getting things out. I do need to push the shirt design. I've just been so busy there. I got other things going on. But I will get the shirt designs out there so you guys can tell me, if you would be interested. I don't know the prices yet. I do not know the prices yet. But there will be. I figure they're gonna be at least $30. I'm not sure if the quality of obviously a nicer T-shirt quality, and then if it's like, as I think they're like front and back. That also puts the price up a bit. So at least $30 plus, postage. And I'll get that design up there. Okay. So it's gonna be a nice t-shirt. And remember also, where's the shoot? Oh, I know where I put it. Okay, yeah. And we do have the beanies. I do know that my buddy is gonna get a beanie. Um I do have a new opening that's going to be done. That gentleman gets a beanie as well. So we got lots to talk about. Let's see what we got over here. Vargas is going over there. Hammer House. Hopefully he's over there on YouTube. I know that Oscar went over to YouTube, so that's cool. I don't see who the other folks are. Sorry about that. Let's get caught up on the comments. Lots going on here. Lots going on. Jimmy Farrell is all agog. Ooh, why is this so low? He's all agog. Well, I'm sure you guys can hear me better because the microphone's there. With his Islanders, 3 up on the Red Wings. Hey, Flyers are crap, but at least they beat the Islanders the other night. Jack Kenna, salute to you. Eagles Uncensored. Thank you for that. He's a Flyers fan, I'm pretty sure. No, actually, I think is he? I gotta ask the Eagles Uncensored who he likes in hockey. Hot Neil's here. Good to see him there. OG Daniel. OG Jack Daniel. OG Jack Daniel in the house. Raider Jason's here. Good to see him as well. And Jason, I said, I do try to answer your questions. It's not that I ignore you. I just want to make sure that you knew. Captain Cook 505 over there on Instagram. Thank you, Cap. Come over to YouTube, Captain Jack Rackham Levy. I did put in the information about the, like I said, for every $5 you spent, super chat or super sticker, or via Cash App or via the PayPal, you get an entry into the treasure chest of prizes. Robert Hawks in the house. Cool. Thank you there, brother. Raider Cortez. Jeff Arguello is here. Have permission to come aboard the SS Autumn Wind. You got it. Matty Eisner is here as well. Thank you there, Matt. Matt, I got to look. You said that you sent your donation via Cash App. I got to look. I didn't see it in my email, but I will look again. So I know that you told me you did, and I just need to find it in the email. So please bear with me on that because I just didn't see the email. Should we get the Honey Badger if we can't get Gilmore? We'll see. I'm hearing we're going to get both, but it might not be right away. And here's the thing. I mean, yeah, we need it. We need some safeties. We need some corners, but And I like Gilmore, but Gilmore's not the same Stephon Gilmore that we've had, uh, or not we've had, but that the NFL's had for a while. By the way, I saw that there were people. There were people that were what is it? What is it? Chatting on Facebook. Can't see the Facebook comments. I can't see the Facebook comments. I think Billy Flores. I saw it come up over here. Billy Flores. I don't see the Facebook comments. Please come over to YouTube. If you're on Facebook, please come over to YouTube. Same thing with Instagram. I can at least see Instagram because it's right in front of me, but I like them over on YouTube. This way I can. It's easier there. Debbie Phillips, thank you there. That's I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed that I have ladies that are very um, sympathetic to my health. Debbie is a nurse, as is my other friend Marilla. So they're all nurses that are worried about my health. So I appreciate all of that. Deb, thank you for being you. And yeah, see, Matt Eisner loves Bocadillos. And yeah, Mike Sarah, thank you for that. Yeah, thank you. Because I needed to get to the Raider page and say, I know we picked up a linebacker and I know we picked up a safety. Now, Deron Harmon is 31 years old. He's a little bit longer in the tooth safety, but he's played with the Patriots in the system that Graham had, or he's played under Graham. I think he played. He had like a cup of coffee with like a couple other teams. I think he played for the Titans last year a little bit. I also know that Jayon Brown played for the Titans last year. We signed a linebacker, we signed a safety. We're signing these players because they're good quality roster fixtures. They're roster fixtures. They're what is it? Lunch pail guys. Your entire roster is not going to be made of people that you all know about. And the new Raider way, excuse me, the new Raider way is quality 53. People that can come in and play when your first stringer goes down. People that are quality special teams guys. Quality across the 53. You don't want your team to suffer when you lose somebody for any period of time. That's a starter. You want somebody that can come in there, plug and play. Lance Dominguez, I see you, brother. I haven't gotten to you yet. Lance Dominguez, one of my Packer folks. I actually was talking with a guy today over at the post office who's a Packers fan. I gave him a card. Hopefully he'll come in. But I was thinking about you, Lance Dominguez. I said, hey, I have a dude that's a new Packers fan that's in here. There are other people that are in here. We're not all Raider fans. We're not all Raiders fans. The ones with best taste are. That's a joke. Hey, I love my Raiders, obviously, but I love football fans. And yeah, like Captain Cook 505 joined Raider Nation. As I said, thank you to Bocadillo. So I've gotten everybody that I've seen so far. Raider Clem's in here. Jack Kenna's in here. Be back later. Got to finish mowing the lawn. Yeah, you do that. You do that. Facebook user. See, it's the other thing, man. It says Facebook user. I don't know who that is. Facebook user, please come over to YouTube. Please come over to YouTube. Sharif Sa'ala Khan, a.k.a. You know who you are. Black Thanos. Jayon Brown from the Titans. Yeah, we've signed him. Flyers are beating the Blues. Whoa, amazing. I haven't seen the Flyers win 2 games in a row. Actually, I think they did lose their last game, so it wouldn't be that. Hey, Billy Flores, there you go. How you doing, Captain Jack? I'm doing okay. And Billy Flores is one of my Bears fans. So we do have people in the house. Hey, Hollywood's in the house as well. You hear about the fire that ripped through Denver Stadium? Yeah, I saw that. It's like, they were saying that the Donkey fans were so upset with things that they were burning down their stadium. And then I can just picture burning down the house, with the track on that. But I can see. Yeah, I did see that though. Well, I like the free agents we've got. Gilmore was 2 years removed from Defensive Player of the Year. Yes, but he's also 2 years older and he's 2 years more injury prone. I like Stephon Gilmore. There he is, Lance Dominguez. I was talking about him. Lance Dominguez, the Packer dude. Maybe you can do that Aaron Rodgers cleanse. I don't need a cleanse, man. I just trust me. I'm doing okay. Didn't we say it last year? But yeah, I know. Hey, Sharif, you and Jimmy Farrell. You and Jimmy Farrell and Guareb. I gotta think. I know you're fans. But the negative Nellies. I think I'm going to have like a negative Nelly group. And I love you guys. But the negative Nellies of the folks that are here, Jimmy Farrell and Sharisa Alakan, aka Black Thanos, you're, but we love you because everybody can have their point of view. Everybody can have their point of view. That's what we're here for. We're not all the Raiders are going to be, because there's these people that are every year the Raiders are 16-0, then they'll be 17-0, So it's okay. And I'm glad to see you're happy to be here. And again, see Matthew 72007. By the way, if you see that mark, Matthew is a member of the channel. You can be a member of the channel as well, either $5 or $10 per month. Membership has its perks. I did show the picture of after 1 year, you get a nice certificate. If you're a Chiefs Mess member, you also get an anchor with it. Also, with the Chiefs Mess membership, you get a patch. But it's your way of showing support for me consistently, and I appreciate that. Got amazing deal compared. Yeah, I know. And it was. I just found out. I was reading today that what is it? Ziegler did not want to part with that second round pick, but he had to, I guess. But I tell you what, I'll take 2 picks for a better wide receiver than 5 that the Chiefs got for Tyreek Hill. Tyreek is a great receiver. I'm glad to see he's out of the AFC West, but he's all speed, and he's going to a team that doesn't have a quarterback. G Mike's in the house. Good to see you there, brother, from Columbia, Missouri. KC is trying to get Gilmore. A bunch of people trying to get Gilmore. Willie Wayne's here as well. A genuine pirate life for me. Thanks, sir, Willie. Raider Dangerfield, good to see you as well. And Steve Mahalik, wow, I haven't seen you in a while. Ben's in the house. Sal Mesa, Raider Sal is in here. How much for a yacht? I know that there is a yacht. What is it? The Putin yacht was what? 700 million. Nice. 2 helipads, a dance floor that converts into a swimming pool. 700 million. Just sitting in a port in Italy. I'd like that. Oso's in the house here as well. Captain Jack, much love and respect. Thank you there, La Nation. And the WWE, they are the outsiders. I like I said, it's fine. It's fine. There's all types. There's all types. We can't all be, Kansas City's they're going to get either Olave or London. They might also take the kid from that was the injured Alabama one, who's that the rate they said the Raiders were targeting. Actually, I did a mock today because I had a couple minutes. Okay, I had a mock today, and I got Mechie in the 3rd round. And I grabbed him because I was like, wow, Mechie in the 3rd round? Yeah, I'll take him. And I also got the kid from Tennessee. Was it Tyrus? He's the speedster that can also return punts. So there's and I got Faalele, I got Sailor out of Georgia at guard. I got a linebacker from Penn State. So there's quality people there. Okay, quality people there. And yeah, like I said, in my draft, I had on one of them I got Faalele in the third round. The other one I got Mitchie in the third round. There's quality people, and the Cheatriots are. This is what they do. This is what they do. Okay, they draft the line, offense and defense, because you can't do anything unless your line is solid. So we've been making a lot of these transactions. I don't like necessarily bringing back Brandon Parker, but they obviously saw something in Parker. I don't know. They might have been smoking some dubs, but they re-signed Brandon Parker. But I'm not. I'm not the guys that are doing the looks. I like Bars, kid we got out of Chicago who can play everywhere. Um, there's lots of players available. Actually, when the Dolphins signed Teron Armstead, they let go of a lineman that plays across the line of scrimmage. I think his name is Davis. Okay, I'd like to get him. I'd like to get him. Remember, by the way, thank you for popping in. Please come over to YouTube. If you're on Facebook, please come over to YouTube. If you're on Instagram, please come over to YouTube. I'm going to bring people up as well. And yes, the wide. So Kansas City loses Hill. They sign Valdez Scantling, and obviously they're. Well, actually, I take it back because the Packers guy went to Denver. So scratch what I was going to think. But they know about him, and he's a fast dude. I still think they're going to come back down a little bit. I think that the best and RG3 said that the Raiders now have the best offense in the AFC West, although he still picked the Chiefs to win. Losing those picks is going to be we'll see. Eric Fisher's available? Maybe we'll see. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, no politics, no super world news. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that on the news reports. As a sailor, I don't like to see any sailor, being killed as a sailor. But it is the Ukrainians. I tell you, they're giving the Russians hell. Oh, Sharif. Adam Science blatant car catering, totally opposite to the Patriot way. MD is desperate for a Super Bowl after Tampa and LA winning at home. Yeah, he is. But if we get it, who's to say we weren't right? Right? Who's to say? Who's to say we weren't right? Why are we still ranked to be last in the AFC West? Because you got to play the game, Sal. It doesn't matter what is going on. It doesn't matter what is going on. You still got to play the games. Okay, let me also put this up. For every $5 that you spend via Super Chat or Super Sticker, you get an entry into the treasure chest of pirates prizes. That's a Freudian slip. Treasure chest of pirates, $5 via Super Chat or Super Sticker. Also, you can send, and I like this a lot. The Cash App, because I get all of the $5. Cash App at $ Captain Jack. See, is it right here? Yeah. See there, right there. $ Captain Jack Crab. There it is. Or $5 friends and family on PayPal to Big Raider J. What are your thoughts on your new Raiders head coach? I like him. I like it, Lance, because again, you know, I like that it is an offensive mind that has done well. Unlike Gruden, you know, yeah, no, I like John Gruden's enthusiasm, but I hated him as a play caller. It's Valerie O. Low. Hi, Val. And Chris Lentz, thank you for being here. Please head on over to YouTube. Please head on over to YouTube. And I saw Valerie over here on YouTube as well. Valerie, I'd love to have Colin. Not getting love in the NFL. So yeah, Reed and Bienemy, we'll see. They're still calling a play, but you know what? Bienemy is not. Like I said, there was that big flack on Bienemy, right? It is a system, but hopefully the system will turn. Okay, let me put this up. I'm going to put the link up. Okay, or call at 813. There you go. Let me do that. Yeah, Mike Sarah, but I will be out there for the draft. Shreve's gonna be out there for the draft. The QB history has the Raiders ranked last, but that's. I think, like I said, and somebody was doing a compare and contrast about the Raiders roster now compared to 2016. And other than the offensive line being better back then, hey, Jacob, was it Jacob Lokes? Arkansas. Wow, Arkansas beat Gonzaga. Wow, I'm not watching. Sorry. Finally, what the NFL fined the Raiders $100,000 for letting Carl Nassib go? I did not see that, Robert. What's the sourcing on that? And Sharif, we'll see that. We'll see that. Like I said, we don't know. We don't know. We will see if it was all TB12. But I tell you what, he didn't have TB12 last year. He had a rookie quarterback, and they made the playoffs, didn't they? Right? And the year before that, he was one game away. The Pats were one game away with Cam Scary Newton. One game away from a playoff berth the year before. And last year, the Pats made the playoffs with a rookie quarterback. So there you go. Better hotel for draft. Okay, well, I'll let you see. Oh, and Lance again. Lance can pop in and talk about his Packers as well. And we are going to pop over to, remember, please like, share, share, please, and push it up. No, are you serious, Robert? They thought we let him because of his sexual orientation. That's a load of crap. That's a load of crap. And how are you going to prove that anyway? What's this? I mean, I got to read that. And G Mike, I was going to say, if you go to the what's it, the Kansas City board, they are all a gaga, not Lady Gaga. They are all a gaga over. Oh my God, we let Tyreek Hill go. I think it's going to be good for them as well. They got draft picks. Thank you, Lance. Thank you. Just checking, he didn't get fined. Thanks, Lance. That's why I said I want to see the sourcing on that. Please head over to YouTube. Head over to YouTube. Yeah, but he sucks as a quarterback. He sucks as a quarterback. Now, okay, Sharif, I get it, but you got to admit that Derek Carr is better than a rookie. Derek Carr is better than a rookie, right? Has anyone heard from Hefe KC? No, I haven't. That's a troll. Okay, well, I'm sorry, folks. We're gonna get to my shipmate in crime here. Daniel, I'm sorry. I saw him popping on this, like rolling on the cigarette. Like, shut up, dude. Get ready. I'm here waiting on you, you old blowhard. Shut up. Take some air. No, he didn't. He didn't. But it was the what is it? What was looking. Like, share, like. If you like what you see, please share up with everybody. You're in my spot. I got to move you over to my spot. Why? See, it didn't move. Wait a second. Let me move it. Why is it? Okay, there you go. Now,
Yeah,
now,
man, I'm just reading the chat, bro.
yeah. Um, been quiet since Hill got traded, but I tell you what, and if we get these guys, like I said, Stephon Gilmore, Tyrann Mathieu, and necessarily, we signed some safeties, we signed some linebackers, we've signed good. We signed. Was it? I don't know if it's Pecco or Pico. I'm not sure how to pronounce
Pico.
Pico. Okay, and we signed, like I said, Vernon, who is a Bill. We've signed beef up front.
Mhm.
We've signed beef up front. I said we signed two linebackers recently, and that's not including the linebacker we signed today. So we're getting depth, good depth
Sneaky
signings.
good picks.
Yeah, yeah.
We're
So
getting guys that are getting ready to enter their prime. We're getting guys that are going to be like, all the Raiders fans are like, why did we sign this guy? And then he'll go out, he'll go crazy for a couple of years. And then when he's maxed out on his contract, we're going to get rid of him. And everybody's going to lose their minds. We're a hybrid of the Raiders Patriot way.
I don't care as long as we win.
Yep. Yep.
I don't care as long as we win. And
I
like
just,
you said,
I
yeah, and you
love
like,
the fact that these young guys are going to get their dynasty now.
yeah. I just want to see, like, and I've said this before, folks. If I don't see another Lombardi, the year that when we do get one, I want somebody to come to my grave and put a pennant and a Raider pin and some paraphernalia, not drug paraphernalia, Super Bowl paraphernalia on my grave. Okay, if I don't see another Lombardi, that's what I want because I want to be remembered with that. I want to be remembered with that.
I want these young guys to travel to the Aegean Sea, find the exact coordinates of the what they call the Nerchos, which is a Greek ship, which used to be a Navy ship of ours, the USS Waddell, and dump a bottle of rum in over my ashes.
Yeah. Now, did they sink it?
Yeah, they
Okay.
used it for a few years. It was an Adams class from like Vietnam era. And they used it for a few years, and then they decommissioned her and used her as a test ship. Now, this ship is a ship that should have been preserved because it was the first ship to clear the beaches of the Gulf of Tonkin. We lost 2 radio men in that attack, rocket attack, and we wiped it out, and it started the Vietnam War.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that was before I got on, but it's got history. But I want my ash. I'm getting to have my ashes dumped over my old ship's wreckage. That's what I want. And it's in the Aegean Sea.
Yeah, I
And
remember Marcus Joyner. I said he sucked because he was playing out of it. He was playing under the wrong system.
yep,
Lamarcus Joyner was playing in the wrong system, and that was Littleton was playing in the wrong system because didn't have a fat boy in front of him. They're getting the guys that they know will play in the right system. Okay. Yeah, go
and
for
for all these Raiders fans that are saying, "Oh, we don't have to play Tyreek Hill." Have you seen what Miami's done? They're making the same kind of moves we are. We're going to see them in the playoffs.
Well, at least we know. Well, I was seeing that the was it the highlight of Anthony Averett locking down Tyreek Hill in the game last year where the Chiefs were playing the Ravens, and he locked them down. Okay, well, I like that. I like the fact that they have that familiarity with it. And again, if you're on Instagram, thank you for being here. Come over to the YouTube. If you're on Facebook, thank you for being there. Come over to YouTube. And remember, get your what is it? Donations in for the treasure chest of prizes. So
The Dolphins could be dangerous too. Unknown Raider guy, aka Raider Jason. Yeah, well, they're building themselves to knock off the Bills.
mhm.
Though they are trying to take over their division, the AFC East. It's them and the Bills. and then they got Patriots and the Jets, and they're building themselves to go after the Bills.
Well, and that's it. It's the Bills, and then either the Cheatriots or the Fish that are going to be number 2 to go after the Bills.
The
Okay.
Patriots are right now becoming irrelevant. I mean, the Dolphins have made some serious moves.
I got you. I got you. And I actually see the Dolphins being a better team in a year or two. I'm not sure whether this is the year they catch them,
They've
but
picked up
we'll
nothing
see.
but speed players. Like all these guys that they've traded for are speed players. They're not messing around, man. They're trying to go at it with the Bills. They're trying to get the Bills. They're not focused on anybody but them. Let me explain something. I'm sorry. Everybody's talking about the ranks of the AFC West. We have a better receiving core than the Broncos have.
We do.
We have a much farther superior defense than the Chiefs. And the Chargers are who we
Well,
got to.
well, that remains to be seen because there's a lot of turnover in the Raiders defense. So we'll have to. I mean, the under Spagnuolo, we already know what the Chiefs defense is, and they've gotten a lot of a good play. Jones, and they still had the guy that played Ingram, and they're losing people in their secondary, but I like what they have along the D line. Okay, Frank Clark, Jones, and Melvin Ingram. So I like that they have, and they have a good defensive coordinator in Spagnola. So let's see what we got on the defense before we say that. I think we can, but that's still to be determined.
Okay, we're gonna have a big disagreement here. And I know
Okay,
we're on Roku, so I can't use all the pretty words I want to use.
I know. Oh, yeah, we are on Roku tonight, so
But
we
but
yeah.
let me try the Chiefs defense. They're secondary. They're linebackers, they're safeties. Um, let me give you some names. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Devontae Adams, Darren Waller, Hunter Renfro, that guy we picked up from the Chiefs, Josh Jacobs. Their defense is trash. We will eat
Okay.
them all day long. The
If we're gonna
Broncos will eat them all day long. The
if we're gonna say
Chargers will
that,
eat them all day long.
I'm gonna say Travis Kelsey. I'm gonna say Mecole Hardman. I'm gonna say I think his name is Joyner. Juju as a 3 is just as good as what we use Renfro for. And they just signed Marquez Valdez Scantling, who is a speedster.
Right. But
Okay. So
but
all,
the
all you
the
got
the
with our great offense,
linebacker we just picked up, linebackers and corners, we just picked up a corner who can handle Juju. He can handle Tyreek. He can handle Juju all day. He's just gonna slow down a little bit.
who?
I'm telling you, the whole NFC or AFC West is going to end up Chargers, Broncos, and Raiders are going to be 4-3 against the division. The Chiefs are going to get crushed by everybody.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I
They're
mean,
going to be the
I have
bottom
I
feeders
have
of our
pos-
division.
I have positives, but until I see it, it's just conjecture.
Mhm.
It's conjecture.
True. On paper, the Chiefs are done.
To be
It's going
determined.
to be
I
us and
still,
the Chargers fighting
yeah.
it out in the division, and one of us is going to come in number one. One of us is going to come in number two. We're both going to the playoffs, and we're going to mow some people down. Except for here are the teams we got to worry about. Cincinnati got an offensive line. Uh-oh. The Colts got a quarterback. Uh-oh, because Matty Ice can still ball,
Nah, see,
and
I disagree
and
there.
they got a good team.
I think the Colts
The
by default, because the Colts and the Titans are the best two teams in that division. Houston sucks and Jacksonville sucks. So the Colts and the Titans are up for a playoff bid by default because their division sucks.
and
Okay,
then you got
but
the AFC
Matt
East.
Ryan. No, Matt Ryan is the second coming of Phillip Rivers over the
Mhm.
hill.
Right. And then you got the Bills and the Dolphins, because the Dolphins are going to be really good this year. Sorry, but they are no joke. You got Bills and Dolphins. You got Colts. You got Bengals. Everybody else is just fodder.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, it's all good on paper. It's all good on paper until you have to play the game.
Right.
So
And
we'll
injuries
see.
come up, the big I word, crushing
Exactly.
some
Yep.
team that
Yep.
you didn't expect. Remember 2 years ago when the Chargers had nothing but injuries? Yeah, but we we look really good, Cap. We look really, really good, and we're still building. And in June, when we got 30 million, we got 20 million to play with in June. We'll probably have 30 million when we restructure Carr. I'm saying we're gonna have money left over to hold on to spare, to spend. People get hurt, we'll be able to throw money at it. That's the Patriot way right there. This getting top.
No, actually, it's not. The,
It's
the
it's a
they
hybrid,
they actually are very frugal with what they put their money on, and they build through the draft. Now,
right?
unfortunately, this year our 1 and 2 is gone, and the Chiefs get that extra 1 and 2 for losing Hill. Like I said, Scantling might not have had all of the reps that Adams had, but he is a speedster just like Hill. So the drop off is not gonna be precipitous, but there is gonna be a drop off. But they do got a speedster. We still don't have a speedster on this roster. And if you think Demarcus Robinson is a speedster, you got to check out his 40 time because he ran a 4.56. I Even when I was younger and bigger, I almost ran a 4.56. Okay. So I'm saying it's not what we got to see yet. So we'll see what we got. Hey, I'm gonna let you say hi to Raphael before we bust out. But yeah, I like what we've done. If you, of course, I'm not a poo pooer, but I'm just saying we got to see what we see in training camp. We got to see what we see in the preseason, and we got to see what we see in the first portion of the year. And we haven't even seen the schedule yet, so we don't know how that is going to be. I am not like a naysayer like Sharif, who I love Sharif and I love Jimmy Farrell, but they're the boo birds, okay? But we got to see what we got to see. But I'm not going out and making arrangements to go to Arizona for the Super Bowl either because I got to see it.
And I'm saying this: we're a playoff team who has improved dramatically,
Okay.
and we're going to be a playoff team. But it's going to be like the old days. The AFC West is going to be tough. The Dolphins are going to be tough. The Bengals were never tough, but they're going to be tough this year. And yeah, I bring Rafucho in.
And I like Ref. Ref ran a 4.56 to the fridge. I beat you there, Ref, because there was some actually there's chocolate cake in my fridge and oh, by the way, because Daniel will be joining me on my birthday next Tuesday. It is my birthday bash. I want everybody here for my birthday. Okay, if you're watching the show, I want everybody here for my birthday on Tuesday 9 o'clock here on YouTube, on both of our YouTubes. It's going to be on OG Daniels Chronicles of the Black Hole YouTube. It's going to be on mine, and we'll figure out what we're going to be talking about. We might go back. We might do old school, but we might just do some more debates about what's going on with the Raiders here. We'll
For
see,
both.
or both. But we'll do that. Remember, Tuesday night, 9 o'clock on my birthday. I want everybody here. Yeah, Hollywood's going to be on the boat, but he'll watch it afterwards. But Hollywood is celebrating with me on Saturday because Hollywood will be here in Tampa, so we're celebrating my birthday early. And so we'll do that. Hey, I'm gonna. Raphael was there. Are you still there, Raphael? I'm not sure if he's on camera anymore. Okay. Well, I was gonna have him come on with you, but hey, shipmate, always good seeing you.
Can I do my shameless plug?
Shameless plug. You got it.
It's Don King time. All right, guys. I don't know if you've checked out my channel. If you haven't, please do. I am 17 subscribers away from 500. I'm going to be putting in some work this week. I'm trying to get my birthday is 3 days after the captain. He's exactly 3 days older than me. We're both going to be the same age. I'm trying to get to 17 more subscribers, get to 500 by my birthday. So I'm going to be putting in that work this week, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, like working it, and Tuesday. If you like the old school stuff, come to my channel. We also talk about newer stuff. Don't get me wrong. I don't pigeonhole myself anymore. But Captain surprised me with an interview with Phil Villapiano and Murph from Raiders Fan Radio. And we had a blast on that show. Check it out. Check out my channel and come. And if you like it, subscribe. We got good content. We bring in good stuff. And I'm looking to get 17 more by April Fool's Day, my birthday.
Yeah, like I said, if you're not subscribed to Chronicles of the Black Hole and you're watching now, you're wrong. Make sure you get over there, Chronicles of the Black Hole, on YouTube. Subscribe. You're gonna enjoy it. There's your shameless plug. I will see you this weekend, there, shipmate. Always good seeing you as well.
You got it, Skipper.
All right, take care, brother. All right, that's OG. Daniel, remember, go over to Chronicles of the Black Hole. Let's get those subscribers. I want to get to 2,000, and then I'm going to work on when I get to 2,000 eventually, and I'm about 250 from 2,000. I don't put my subscriber count up. I'm letting you know I'm about 250 from 2,000. When I get to 2,000, then obviously the next big thing, and I got it right here. I did find it. A Marcus Allen large helmet signed. Cool Kev is over there on IG. And Los Lobos Ray is in there. Joel Crabtree, thank you for being here. Remember, you're on Instagram. Thank you for being on Instagram. Please head over to YouTube. Watch the whole show on YouTube. Lance Dominguez, thank you for that. See, he sent me on PayPal to Big Raider J, which means I get all of the $5. I will check that again. I will do this. Wait a second. Okay. Remember, treasure chest entries to the treasure chest, $5 via super chat. Super chat, super sticker, $5 via the Cash App. I get all of that $5, or the $5 friends and family at PayPal to BigRaiderJ@yahoo.com. Again, I prefer the Cash App and the PayPal friends and family because I get all of that $5. Thank you there. Okay. Oh, well, we got a call. Hang on a second. Where's my phone? I know I can hear it. Wait a second. There we go. Oh, it's Raider Steve. Okay, let me get Raider Steve.
Call from
RDR Houston Steve.
To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Hey, Steve, we got you on the line. What's going on, brother?
I tell you what, Captain. I was just going to start first. I was eating some food there for a second. I tell you what, this is the most exciting time if you're a Raiders fan with what we have as far as our GM, Ziegler, and also, of course, with McDaniels. The fact that we came off a playoff win. I was over it. You're going to laugh about this. This is actually pretty funny. On whatchamacallit, St. Patrick's Day, I was at a bar and everything. Go figure, right? And with meeting up some friends and everything, and the bartenders were all, there's a big buzz behind the bar about some kind of big trade that was just going down. And I said, what's going on? And he says, well, the Raiders just got Devontae Adams. I yelled out the biggest Raiders cheer you could ever imagine. Everybody's looking at me and they go, "Damn!" I'm sorry, Captain.
No, that's fine. Just as long as damn is the worst you do.
That's the worst I do, Captain.
Okay.
But I can't tell you how energized and pumped up I am. This guy, from what you hear, he grew up being a Raiders fan. He was a big Tim Brown fan. And, of course, he was a Charles Woodson fan who wore the jersey, his yearbook picture. And, man, he talked to Tim Brown the other day, and Tim says, "I'm all for it. Let's go." So I'm thinking, he's going to be going after the Tim Brown records and everything, man. It's going to be an exciting time, people. This is the time to, if you just think of all the lean years we had, Captain, and now this is probably going to be paying off after all this time. I love with all the free agent acquisitions we're doing, and who knows, maybe we'll get that guy from New England, that cornerback. Is it Stephon? What's his last name?
Gilmore. Yes, Stephon Gilmore is still out there, and I'd like to see it. I said I'd like to see Stephon Gilmore signed. Tyrann Mathieu, maybe. I'd rather have Gilmore than Matthew, but that's just me. Somebody asked me earlier which one I would prefer. I would prefer Gilmore, but
Right.
that's just me. But I wouldn't mind having them both, and we'll see if we can get them both as well. And again, thank you for being here. Remember, though, get your entries in for the treasure chest, and it's good to see Ref Guru in here as well. So it's good to see and Ref Guru is planning on having a show. I think it's April 6th. With myself and Violator and him. It's an off-season show, so we'll make sure that we'll put those words out. Remember, if you like it, share, share this up. I like to have more people watch, man. I mean, we all have a good time in here. We got to have everybody in here as well. James Ruiz, thank you for being here. Come on over to YouTube. Thanks again. And Los Lobos Rays, what do you think of the new signings? I love the new signings. I think it's quality guys that are not going to be busting the bank. They're great signings, maybe not necessarily great players, but they're lunch pail guys that we need along the defensive line, at linebacker, at corner, at safety. I don't really like I like the Illuminor signing at right tackle. I don't like Parker being signed, but I'm not the Raiders. That's just my opinion. And I'm thinking that hopefully we can like I said, Billy Turner is available as a right tackle that played for the Packers. And the guy, I think his name is Davis, who played on the offensive line for the Dolphins, because when they signed Teron Armstead, they let him go. So that guy's available. So let's go get him. So I like that. Hey, I was going to say, I'm going to ask you this there, Steve, and I'm going to get you out on this one. Other than Adams, okay, that's a given. Other than Adams, who do you think is the best quality signing that we've had in the offseason so far?
The guy from the Cardinals, the pass rusher.
Okay, yeah, Chandler Jones. I agree with you there as well. Are you okay, man?
Yeah, I'm dealing with the crud and everything, Captain.
Okay, well,
how did you get all that sinus drainage? But I was going to ask you, I know you're excited about the draft. What do you think about that wide receiver that we got from the Chiefs?
I will talk about that off the screen, and I will say thanks again for calling in, Steve, and you take care, brother.
You take care. Sorry about that, Captain, and permission to go ashore and good health to you, Captain, and happy early birthday.
All right, thanks again, partner. You take care. Always good hearing from Houston Steve. His name is I think it's Robinson. I know he played at the University of Florida, so I'm going to take my biasness out of the equation. I like him. Now, the Kansas City folks, he's not a speedster, but he's a quality, big-bodied guy. And he always played well against us. Hopefully he will be able to use that when he plays for us against the Chiefs. People like to do that. And and even Bishop was saying better coaching and turning guys around. I believe that because remember, when Adams was here, he was saying how Edgar Bennett, who is the wide receivers coach in Green Bay, who is our wide receivers coach, was a DeMarcus. Thank you. I know it was D-Rob, but I couldn't remember I didn't want to say it was Devontae Robinson, but it's DeMarcus. University of Florida graduate, I liked him in Florida. I liked him with the Chiefs. Obviously, not when he's playing us, but I like him as a good, solid receiver. Remember, we picked up Hollis as a receiver as well, or Hollins. I think it's Hollins from Miami. We picked up another tight end. We picked up quality free agents, not big names, but good quality people. Like, share, like. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna bring in Raphael now. Get right, you're in there, Raphael. I got to move him over
All
here.
right.
How you doing, brother? What's going on with you?
Hey, I'm very good right now because, well, I was watching the whole stars between the NFL and things are looking good at the UFC West right now because I was very shocked that, well, Tyreek Hill is going to the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs right now, they have like 5 drafts for the next year. 5 drafts for the next year. And, well, people around the fans of the Kansas City Chiefs are losing their mind because right now the FEC West is going like, well, it's just like a picture. It's just like an election picture. It all depends on the teams right now because right now Las Vegas Raiders got, well, Devontae Adams with the biggest contract ever with 5 years, and also we got the coach Josh McDaniels, the general manager Dave Ziegler, and trust me, this season is gonna be epic for the AFC West because right now it defines all the passion, it defines the speed of these players, it defines everything about it. And it's very good that, well, I was learning about this, and I think Raiders is gonna be like a play of teams.
Okay.
And
Oh, and I was going to ask you that because
uh,
and turn your volume down because I hate hearing myself twice.
okay,
Okay. Okay. What I was going to ask you is this because you are a newer Raiders fan and I
yep.
know you're a fan, but I think that you're pretty much unbiased. Okay. How do
Yes.
you think the AFC West is going to be out this next year? You know, like 1 through 4. Love Terry. Thank you, Terry. Terry is one of my wonderful. I love the Raiderettes in here. We had Velvet in here, and we had Anna in here. We had Terry in here. We had Debbie in here. Although Debbie's a Steelers fan, but she's a wonderful. Love all the Raiders that are there. And 1709 Tony over on Instagram. Thank you for being here, Tony. Come over to YouTube, please. How do you see the AFC West this year there, Raphael?
Well, it's gonna be shocking because I got the first positions right here. First one, we got the Raiders. Then we got Denver Broncos. The third place is gonna be Chargers, and the last place is gonna be Kansas City Chiefs. So it's just like one by little. First, Raiders. Second, Denver Broncos. Third, Los Angeles Chargers, and fourth, Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay, and again, I can't get worried about the echoing because the echoes are from me. No, the echoes are from what's in Raphael's machine.
Oh, okay, so, well, that's the background noises about there. There are some background noises about that, but it's background noises in my home, but right, but everyone's going to sleep. But, well, that was background noises right there.
No,
It's
every
actually
time I talk, what's coming out of your speakers is what's giving the echo.
oh, well, not a little, not a little. It's not, well, the echoes.
Can't do anything about that. Raphael has to turn down his speakers. And okay,
Well,
well,
that
yeah, and I was gonna say now I will say this. I appreciate you calling in. It's always a pleasure. And make sure you pop in at any time. Remember, Tuesday is my birthday, so hopefully we'll see you there on Tuesday as well.
you're gonna be the next Thursday.
I'll be here next Thursday too.
Oh, right. So I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there singing happy birthday, and, well, it's gonna be like an amazing surprise. But it was much love to having you, Captain Jack, and, well, Capitan Rafael says Peter. So I will see you there next time, and, well, let's go.
You got it, man. Hey, thanks again to Raphael. You be well.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's Raphael. And again, I can't do the echoes. It's when somebody is on the other end and their speakers are on. I can't do anything about that. Sorry. Well, remember, folks, when you come in, and I will put the link in again. We've already done an hour to the show. That's amazing, man. It hasn't really been like it's been an hour, but oh, and we got a call in again. Let's see who we got. It's probably Jared. Yeah, it is. I thought so. So we got Jared coming in here. Let me get Jared in here. Hang on.
Pittsburgh Jared D. Diggerlama.
We got, hey Jared, what's going on, brother? You're in. I was going to say Villanova advanced to the Elite Eight, taking out Michigan, and I heard that
Yes.
Gonzaga lost.
Yeah, I mean, two big surprises tonight. I mean, yeah, give Jay Wright credit. I mean, he goes in and beats Juwan Howard and a team that, well, let's just say surprised a lot of people knocking out Tennessee the other night, however, and now they get knocked on their, let's just say, their royal duff, so to speak, here tonight, however, in the form of Villanova, yeah. And Gonzaga, everyone thought Mark Few and the Bulldogs were going to, let's just say, chew up and, let's just say, run right through Arkansas. But Arkansas has been a surprise to many, and now we got two good nightcaps coming up. Of course, we got Texas Tech and Duke. Could this be Coach K's last game tonight? We're going to find out. And of course, we've got Calvin Sampson and probably one of the more dangerous teams out there in Houston taking on Arizona. And then, of course, we've got some good games tomorrow. We got Kansas, Providence. We got some other big games coming up tomorrow. Purdue and the Cinderella St. Peter. So, yeah, by the end of the weekend, we're going to find out who's going to be punching their ticket down to New Orleans. And the question is, will they have that Final Four in New Orleans after what has been a very tumultuous and very rough week down there?
Yeah, it's always something about the weather. Nolens is a great place. If you remember, the Raiders are playing in Nolens this year. That's why I can't wait to see what the schedule is. I can't wait to go out there.
Yeah.
But it's, I hate saying it, and I don't want to sound like an ass, but it's like, if you know that you're in a flood zone and you continue to live there, I can't fathom that. Okay. It's like if you're living in Tornado Alley and you continue to live there. If you're living in California and you know you're living on a fault line. If you're in California and you're living right on where landslides are and rock slides and mudslides. I mean, if you know these are coming, okay, make a move, make a change.
Yeah.
Yes, I know I live in Florida, but I live in the Tampa Bay area, and Tampa Bay has not been hit by a hurricane in over 100 years.
Yeah. It's going to be, I mean, you're right. It's just crazy. It really is. But we have the World Golf Match Championships going on today. We saw apparently Morikawa and Sergio Garcia have their matchup. Apparently Paul Casey withdrew his match, however. So we have Bryson DeChambeau lose one up to Lee Westwood, Jordan Spieth and Justin Rose. It was 3-2 in final. I think Rose won that one. Yeah, I'm looking right now. Justin Thomas won his, and Koepka won his. So tomorrow we got some pretty good matches, including Billy Horschel tomorrow. Tommy Fleetwood and Ian Poulter will be going at late tomorrow morning. We got Scotty Scheffler. Who else is going in action? Bryson DeChambeau and Taylor Gooch, Dustin Johnson, Max Homa, Koepka and Shane Lowry. So we got some excitement going on there in Austin tomorrow at the WGC.
Okay. And at the end, who do you think is going to be there at the end?
Ooh, this is tough. I mean, Scotty Scheffler, I think, can march his way to Sunday. If he keeps playing and keeps his putter on the down low and keeps on making some big plays, I think he'll be one of the finalists on Sunday. And I'm going to go out on a limb, however, in the international bracket. I'm going to go and say Lee Westwood. I think Lee Westwood right now is not getting enough talk right now. And I think if you're looking at a guy a couple weeks at Augusta, however, who could really, really surprise a lot of people, it could be him, because we already heard Phil's not playing. And then I guess today they also announced that Oakland Hills now has landed 2 Opens in 2034 and 2051. In fact, I'm reading it right now. They did announce it today, however, because they were supposed to originally have the U.S. Junior Amateur, but because of the fire that happened earlier this past winter, however, that is not going to be the case whatsoever.
Okay, now I got to ask you, because I know you keep up on golf. They said something about Phil Mickelson did something, and I don't know what the did something is that has made him like a pariah for sponsors? What am I missing?
What happened was apparently he's been in controversy since last month when this is how it all went down. It says here the decision came, however, it says he won't even take part in the event. I don't think he'll be at the championship, but this is what it was in serious national start. Now, this is the story. The decision comes when Mickelson embroiled in controversy since last month. Apparently, author Alan Shipnuck released an excerpt from his upcoming unauthorized biography of him, in which the six-time champion criticized the tour and said he was involved in drawing up a working agreement for a breakaway league being financed by Saudi Arabia's public investment fund. In it, Mickelson described the Saudis as, quote, scary, but said he was looking past their controversial history of human rights violations to gain leverage with the tour. His comments drew criticism, however, from the tour players. Lee Mickelson apologized days later. And then in response, Callaway paused its sponsorship with Mickelson, and KPMG, Amistel Light, and Workday ended their relationships with him. The American Express chairman even said he would no longer serve as its host, and his foundation would no longer be associated with the event.
Okay, well, I appreciate that because I missed it, and that's why I know that you would be able to tell me.
That's what it was. And I mean, the way it looked, I thought Phil was going to be back possibly by Augusta because he has not played a lot this year. Now, with him being out of Augusta, that leaves the question, when will he play? Could he play maybe at the end of April, sometime in late April, early May before the PGA, because it's going to be in Southern Hills this year? Or is he going to take off the whole year? We don't know. But right now, at this point, you just basically found yourself into a big-time hole that you really need to get out of right now and really just try to make amends and apologize for it. Right now, at this point, I don't know we're going to see him back anytime soon at this point. We really don't.
Okay. Well, hey, always good to hear from you. And that is the Pittsburgh Report with Jared, one of our obviously stalwart contributors on the show. Obviously, thanks for popping in. And we'll see you up on the next one there, brother. And I said, be here Sunday. And I remember Tuesday's my birthday, so be sure to pop in there too.
Sunday's also the Oscars. Sunday night's Oscar night, so it's going to be a big night in Hollywood. And you got some good ones there. So I'll try to swing by if I can, but if not, I will definitely be there Tuesday for your birthday.
Yeah, man. I hate doing shows on because I love watching the Oscars. I really do. I said this last year.
Yeah,
I'm a movie
guy. There's a lot
guy.
of talk that House of Gucci's up for big awards this year. Coda is up for a lot of awards. I have a friend who actually just saw Coda, said Coda was fantastic. I have House of Gucci. I have not watched it yet. I'm going to try to watch it maybe sometime tomorrow or Saturday. So I'll have to give you a report on that.
Okay, that sounds good, man.
All right, talk at you.
I take care. Thanks again. That was the Pittsburgh Report with Jared. And I admit it, man, I love movies. I haven't been to a movie in a while. Ooh, that's nice. I got a message on my what do you call it? Facebook. I love getting messages. Raider Bob, wow! I seeing these people in here. Good to see folks. I haven't seen everybody, but if you can pop in. Let's see here. I lost my stream. Okay, there we go. Raider Bob 85. Thank you for being here, Raider Bob. We have we got a few people in here. Got 14. Woohoo! 14 watchers. Remember, like, share, like, please. Like, share, like, please. If you like what you see, subscribe. I said I want to get to 2,000 because when I get to 2,000, then I'm going to be shooting for 3, obviously. So when I push that, let your folks know. As Fade the Black says, hit the likes and hit the subs. Thank you there, Fade. But there's a lot going on. And we can talk about it. Remember, we haven't even spoke about baseball yet. What was it? Is anybody? I know that was it. Mike Sarah was. What are the Flyers doing, Mike? Let me see if I can put that on. I know they were on like BSPN, Major League Baseball games. Okay, yeah. I don't need to see these. It's all basketball. Upcoming, okay, Senators at Jets, Canucks at Wild, Predators at Golden Knights. So I don't know. I don't. There isn't a Flyer game on. That sucks. I know. I thought they were on ESPN Plus. Maybe they're not on anymore. I don't know. Somebody tell me what the Flyer score is. We are at 10:10, mean an hour 10 minutes into the show. Raiders man 81. 3-2 in the third. Thanks, Mike. Raiders man 81. Go Braves. Okay, is that you, Lane? Is that you, Lane? Good to see you, Lane. If it is, I know some people by their by what their moniker is. That's on Sports Center. I just had that. Jimmy Furpo's in there going Raiders 3-2. Flyers are still winning in the third. Thank you for that. And Bishop AJ Dodgers looking at. I do have I have two brand new jerseys. One is they're Dodger jerseys too. And they're going to go into, they're probably going to be prizes because I'll admit they're too small for me. Brand new jerseys. So I'll put those as prizes in the wheel. I also have a Gervin basketball jersey, too small for me. Beautiful jersey. It'll be a prize. So a George Gervin Spurs jersey, old school, will be a prize because I can't send the back. So there'll be prizes. So if you don't like your prize, sorry, but there'll be probably, like I said, I got the two Dodgers jersey. I think one's a Koufax. They might both be Koufax jerseys. They might both be Koufax jerseys, or one is a Vince Scully jersey. So, oh yeah. What is it? Freeman and the Dodgers make me want to vomit. It's okay. You guys picked up the dude, the kid from the A's. The kid from the A's is going to be good. Let's see what's on. Okay, Texas. Oh, Texas Tech Duke is on now. Okay, I'll watch that. Again, you are watching the You Don't Know Jack About Sports show. Like, share, like. Remember also, if you want an entry into the treasure chest of prizes, it's $5 via Super Chat or Super Sticker. I prefer the Cash App because I get all of the Cash App. Or friends and family at PayPal. Why? Because I get all of that too. For every $5 that you spent, you get an entry into the treasure chest of prizes. I'm going to add. No, I'm not saying Willie Wayne about leaving the A's alone. It was Olsen, right? Olsen is the new first baseman for the Braves. I'm just saying, it's not that I was saying anything bad about the A's, is that the A's, here's a surprise. They let everybody go. Precious Savage, 77. Wow, I haven't seen you in forever, Precious Savage. Good to see you, honey. Come over to YouTube, please. Precious Savage is a gorgeous model. I'm pretty sure that's who I think it is. Humble Heady Stash. Oh, okay. Humble Heady Stash is on Instagram. Thank you, Instagram and Humble Heady Stash. Precious Savage, come over to YouTube. And if Precious, I'm pretty sure Precious Savage. I'm pretty sure I know who that is. Come over to YouTube. Everybody, come over to YouTube. Okay, A's got 4 prospects in the deal. Okay, that's good. What else we got? Teams like the Dodgers, Lakers always have star athletes wanting to join due to location, the opportunity to win out. Yeah, and they were also saying this. And I hate watching anything with A. Stephen Smith. Yes, I said that correct. A. Stephen Smith, because he's an ass. But he was talking with, was it a guy named Russo? I know the last name. And Russo was saying how Devontae Adams made a mistake going to the Raiders over over staying with the Packers. No. He's going to Vegas, baby. He's going with his buddy. A's are always willing and dealing. That's true. Again, if you want to come into the show tonight, and you don't have to, I don't have to do 2 hours either. We're probably going to do 90 minutes because we're already at an hour 15. But if you'd like to come into the show tonight, I put the link. The link is there. No. Actually, Bishop A. Stephen Smith was actually talking positively about the Raiders. It was Russo that was saying that he's from New York. Got to be from New York with that accent. He was just belittling Devontae Adams. It was Russo that was being the dick. Okay. No, A. Stephen Smith was saying that Adams went to the right place. Okay. As Bob got to say. 3 years of being competitive and 3 years of rebuild, vicious cycle for the A's and their fans. Yeah, Bob, it's true. It's true. Yeah, okay. He does and hates. Okay, well we are going to be joined. I'm going to take this comment off. I got to do one more time. Remember, entries to the treasure chest: $5 via super chat or super sticker, $5 via Cash App at $ Captain Jack Rackham. It's written there, or $5 friends and family, please. Friends and family, please. PayPal, BigRaiderJ@yahoo.com. Burps. Anyway, we're gonna be joined by one of the one one of the members of the naysayers. What do you call the outsiders? Well, I'll talk to Black Thanos about this in a minute. But Black Thanos is going to join us. By the way, it's 12-12 in the first half. Texas Tech and Duke. Oh, he left. Uh-oh. Black Thanos, come back. He was here. I swear. He was here. Hopefully he'll come back. And Bishop AJ says he's going to be coming on soon. Good. Because remember, I'm only doing 2 hours. And I'm only doing a show while there's people that are going to be contributing. Why? Because you don't want to hear me for 2 hours. I can do it, but you don't want to listen to me for 2 hours. This is an interactive show. So hopefully Black Thanos will come on. Texas Tech was at the line. They got at least one free throw because they're up 13-12 now. And would this be? And yeah, Duke's a 2 seed. I still gotta like Duke in this. I don't think that they want to go out. I think that Duke is on a mission. Duke is on a mission for one more title for Coach K so that his last game is a championship game. Will they get there? Don't know. They're on a mission. Anyway, please come in. Bishop AJ's coming in. We had Black Thanos on. And I hope he didn't get upset with me calling him a doomsayer. He's Black Thanos, man. I'm not Johnny Sunshine. I try to be real. Do I appear to be a super homerish? And I'm not for my boy Raider Homer, because Raider Homer is a Raider Homer. But I try to be level. I try to be analytical about things. Not all things are upcoming daisies and daffodils and roses. It's just the way it is. But, AJ, if you want to come in, please come in early. because I'm gonna. By the way, text up by 3 now. If we don't have people come in, that's fine. I'm not doing 2 hours. You guys watching me on the show though. Also, remember you are watching on Roku, Roku TV. Please go to Roku TV. Look for was it? I think it's NESS or NSSP, Northeast Streaming Sports Programming. It's either NESSP or NSSP. It's something like that. Roku TV, join the network, watch the network on Roku. We got a lot of good shows on here. I'm not just saying because I'm on the show, but we got a lot of good shows on Northeast Streaming Sports. And I'm very happy to be a part of that network. So it's coming soon. There we go. I was about to say, better come in soon. I'm gonna pop, and not pop in a good way. I was gonna say bye, see ya, but no, we're gonna be joined by the bishop, what is it? What do you call it? The guy that does all the religious things for your team. There's a chaplain. Yeah, the chaplain for this show is Bishop AJ. How you doing there, AJ? What's going on tonight?
I'm all right. How you doing, brother?
Still not back to being me. I'm faking it very well, but I'll get there eventually. But I'm better. I'm better, but that's why I like doing these shows, because for the 1 hour or the 2 hours I'm doing the shows, I don't get in the doom and gloom.
Yeah, all the things that I've been through when I was down in Arizona, I just found it more better when I had time to myself. And you get into a rhythm just doing you. And the sooner than later, you start to see that, especially those people who you thought were your friend. Come on. They will either stay by your side or catch the next thing smoking. And it's better to know than to be wondering, how come I don't hear from these people? How come, I don't, what's up. And so anyway, I just, wanted to come on your show and give a quick shout out about what's going on in the sports, and especially with our Raiders, because my good friend Matthew Shack is on my page, and he, is really funny. Excuse me, funny and laughing about the things, but at the same time, he did point out something, and which is very true. He said, "Be careful, because if you're not paying attention, these things can happen to your team also." While it did work out for the Raiders, imagine this. It wasn't that long ago that when you franchised a player in the NFL, they could dictate whether they were going to play on that tag or not. A lot of players didn't have the choice. And then this new wave of I call it the times of the signs of these days that we live in. It's funny. The more rights we give people to say what we want and this, that, and the other, it seemed to, just sprinkle around places that you and I just enjoy our sports. And sooner or later, we're looking and watching TV, and we're like, wait a minute, wasn't that guy on my team? I thought he got franchise tag, and that means you got no rights to move anywhere. You got no say so. But now players can dictate and use the media where they want to. So while it did work out for us, imagine another Raider player that we might want to franchise tag because we can't afford to put him under the cap, and do it the right way. Right. And he say, "Oh, hell no, F that. I ain't getting down with that because I want my bag of money." And I want to bring this up. Look at Aaron Rodgers and that whole situation in Green Bay. Shame on him, because he knew other teams wanted his services, but he said to Green Bay, you know what, I'm gonna stick it to you because I know you're cap strapped. So if they give me all this money, they'll have no choice but to sign nobody really else. Now you can't tell me because you're Aaron Rodgers or like a Tom Brady that you can just decide, well, I'll go play for anybody's team. Let's clear the roster and play with some rookies like Kansas City's planning to do. That's not going to work. And you don't know if those guys are really going to pan out in that system that they played in college, health and everything else. So I don't know if this thing is really good for what we got. Yes, I'm glad Adams is a part of our team. But come on, guys, when it's the day of the money and everybody's about the money instead of the W for us who pay all these prices, especially here in Vegas, it costs to be the boss.
Yes, it does.
And I don't know what your gas price is over there in Florida or Texas. People are shopping around to get it under $5 a gallon. And that's serious. You know, these are different days that we live in from when we bought $20 tickets and we went to the game and sat up in the nosebleed of Mount Davis. It's not the same thing as what we once had. And now the more money these guys want, as my friend Matthew Shack pointed out, he said, imagine you sitting at the table in a dinner table and Aaron Rodgers get all the stack of pancakes like Mahomes got in Kansas City. They gave him all that money. Can they really pay anybody else to put a trio like they do here in Las Vegas with Carr? And thank God that he's the man he is spiritually, amen, because he's a believer. He's going to be humble and waiting for his money to come on the back end of his contract than the front. Because if that was the other way around with like a Tom Brady or, a John Elway or, come on, right? These guys are just looking for paychecks.
Well, actually, I don't remember how Adams's deal. I think Adams's deal is backloaded too, if I remember correctly. So if Carr's and Adams's deal, they both can't be backloaded because then they're both going to be competing for what little resources are going to be left. Even if the cap increases, you still got to make the decisions smart economically. You just can't assume that you're going to have all of this extra money in years go by. So we'll see. We'll see. That's why I was talking with the OG Daniel. I said, I like what the Raiders are doing in how they're signing these players, but we got to see the ramifications of the players that they're signing and for what cap dollars. Because again, Devontae Adams is making $28.5 a year overall.
I'm going to touch on him real quick. Every core, be the O-line, the defensive line, the running backs, you need a stud and a veteran and a guy like he wears the captain on his jersey. You got to have a guy you can really rely to bring in the reins of the other wide receivers because they're wide receivers. We all expect them. Oh, well, they play the game. They should know how to catch. Nah, you got to know how to run these routes. You got to know how to play in this system. And he's going to come in and teach a guy like Waller some better technique, some better route running, better reason on third down not to drop that ball and really catch it and bring it in than just sit up there and think about yourself, think about the team. And if we get this victory, if we get that first down, if we run the clock out, you all got to be on it. And I really am excited because I think Josh McDaniels and that coaching staff is going to turn those guys around. Parker, he's a better player if you get the right coach with him.
You know what? I hope so.
Because Gruden couldn't do it.
Well, it wasn't Gruden. It was Cable.
No, but come on. The head coach, he's supposed to see something what Cable was doing or not doing, and at the end of the day, it falls down and the image is looked on him when he's doing an interview, given, well, this is why we lost. We got to do better, that sort of thing. But I think Josh McDaniels is going to hold guys accountable, and they're buying into the team concept. It's not going to be an eye show like it is in some of these other cities. And right now, with the additions that we're getting at each, I'll say a department, I think we're all right. I think we got that Mooring. Am I saying it right? The safety.
Yeah.
He's coming as a second or third year.
Second.
It's time. It's time. I think he's going to show up and show out. The corners we got. We'll see in preseason, but I think they really got a chance to win the division, but not just win it by a hair where we're battling, coming out there trying to do some overtime games. I think it's going to be a defensive fight in the AFC West. Kansas City, Kelsey, is he really going to be that good with guys bearing down on him instead of that big parking lot of space he used to have with Hill to stretch all that thing out like he did? He going to look average now. Come on. They're going to have to play balls out football, and I don't think Mahomes is going to last healthy running outside with guys like Crosby and, Jones coming around the corner.
I hope, yeah. But and hopefully it's Crosby. Hopefully it's Chandler Jones. Hopefully it's Kuntz in that next year. I want to see what we got going with that. But again,
look, we play we play the NFC West.
Yes.
The Rams are almost depleted. A lot of their players have left because they're cap strapped. The Niners, they don't know who they want to be their quarterback. Seattle, yeah, okay. Arizona can't figure out when a good thing hits them in the face. Their quarterback already talking about, well, I'm out of here. They're not showing him the love. So come on. If Josh Daniels gets these guys to focus one game at a time, book it. 12-4, 12-5.
We'll see.
Yeah, I see it.
We'll see. Again, because I'm optimistic, but I'm not smoking crack and with wait a second. I'm not smoking crack and eating brownies. Okay, not doing it. Okay, I'm optimistic, but there are people that are over the moon, and I'm like, I look at things analytically. Okay, I see it on paper, but I haven't seen it come to fruition, and that's why I need to see it. Come to fruition. I see the plan in its construction. Like I had that picture for the show tonight. The construction still continues. Okay, but is the building going to be made correctly? It looks to be that way, but you can make a building differently in the United States under Western standards than you can make in the third world. You know what I'm saying? So that's
right.
Why
I want to answer Mike Sarah's question about Parker. I'll put it like this. The guy is coming from a much experienced regime. And that regime took a Tom Brady who was picked, what, 5th round, 7th round?
5th round at 199.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, man. Who saw that coming? Out of Michigan. Flat-footed. Come on. Yeah, nobody saw him win anything at Michigan. So if he can turn that organization around along with Belichick.
Okay, but McDaniels didn't pick. McDaniels was an offensive assistant, not even the offensive assistant.
Right. We'll
see.
Right. And so the 49ers at once in a time with Bill Walsh was a young buck too. He wasn't always, the cream of the crop and nobody saw it, but later the wisdom showed. But I'm saying with the right system, these players, and don't be surprised to see them do different things than they ever played before, because it's coming in with a different run system. It's coming in with a different attitude. It's coming in with different players. And man, I'm really excited about the defense. We had some question marks that we were scratching our heads because we couldn't put pressure on the quarterback. And that's not the problem anymore. And now if we can just plug in a few players back there, we okay. Believe that. That offensive line is coming together. I know you were talking about the center the other day. Was it yesterday or the day before? They're going to get it. They're going to get it right.
I said I like James. I like James at center. I do like James at center. I think he's getting better each time. And
I think they're going to go to the draft and get somebody, too, to back them up.
Well, you know what? What kills me, and I'm going to say this because I got to get Black Danos is coming in as well. What kills me, and even Heidi said it on the show on Tuesday, we had Jimmy Morrissey. We picked him last year out of Pittsburgh. Big, smaller, would have been just the epitome of a great center, and he was snatched by the Texans. And I'm like,
How did he get away?
Because he was not protected and he was snatched.
That's Gruden.
But no. I don't know whether it was under Gruden's watch or not. I don't remember. But the thing is, whether it was Gruden or whoever, he wasn't protected. You'll have to go back. We'll have to go back and see what week it was.
Yeah.
He was snatched, okay? Because somebody didn't protect him. And that's the way it is. Bishop, AJ, shipmate, thank you for being here, brother. And I appreciate all your positives. And like I said, I just want to see it. I said, it's not happening. And it hasn't come to fruition until it happens.
I got a question before I leave.
Go ahead.
So if the Raiders make the Super Bowl, you going to cut that beard off?
No. Why would I cut the beard? This is Captain Jack. Somebody's got to do a charity thing for me to cut my beard, to make it worthwhile for me to cut my beard off. Somebody's got to do something. Say Captain Jack will cut his beard when we maintain, like if we get $5,000 for a charity. Okay, that I would consider doing.
Do I get to hold the clippers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. But I, you know, we'll see what we got. But it's got to be worthwhile. Got to be.
Amen.
Okay. Hey,
God bless you all. Thank you.
Hey, thanks again, there, partner. Appreciate you being in here. Always a pleasure. That's the bishop. Got to see the bishop. We're gonna get my other shipmate in here. Black Danos is in here. And Danos, I appreciate you popping back. It's always a pleasure, sir. What's going on with you? And let's do a mic check.
Yes, mic check. Am I okay? Can you hear me?
You are A-okay, sir. Good to hear from you.
That is great. You know, there's nothing like the sunny optimism of Black Thanos chiming in. And I'm glad you're such a fan of my perspective and input. And that ray of sunlight and encouragement I always bring with my insight. Of course, I'm being facetious, my friend, but let's be honest. With as long as you've been a fan, and myself, you know, we're in that tenure where we got 40 years plus. You know, you have to temper yourself, otherwise you'll end up in the ER with in the hospital. Like back in 2016 or 2017, to be specific, I was very demonstrative, very bold in proclaiming the Raiders to win the Super Bowl that year. And it appeared initially that should have been the case. People tend to forget when they talk about the history of the current quarterback. No, you notice everyone conveniently stays away from 2017. We had the most Pro Bowlers in the league. I was at the game in Oakland against the Giants, which was the last game the Raiders won. Marshawn Lynch ran for 150 yards. And I remember the Jets beating the Chiefs that same weekend. And we were ecstatic because we thought, wow, this has to be a sign that we could take the division. 4 games to go, 3-way tie for first. Somehow everybody had forgotten that. Raiders commenced, and you can't put it on Gruden because he was still in the booth. Mm-hmm. Lost all 4 games remaining. So ever since then, of course, I don't hold 2018 against anyone in particular. That was a total deconstruction and rebuild. But 2019, second highest paid offense. And then I knew that there was a fanatical devotion to this guy when we pursued Antonio Brown. And I was like the only voice in the Valley was like, look, did you see what he was doing in Pittsburgh? Not as a player, but as a pariah, as a cancer, as being in the locker room and going on Facebook Live, wearing a fur coat when he was a non-healthy scratch when the Steelers were playing to get in the playoffs. And nobody cared because they thought about the potential, what Carr could do with Antonio Brown. Lo and behold, all those people who bought those $300 jerseys had to burn them or alter them in some way. So I have a right to have reserved judgment. There's an old Black Sabbath album called The Master of Reality. That's what I basically patted myself after. But I'm going to propose something, Jack, that I hope all of Raider Nation can unite under. You and I both know a lot of people in the nation who make patches, make T-shirts, make merchandise. Can we universally embrace the mantra for this season, whether it be on T-shirts or whatever, of no excuses? That should be the theme for 2022. Irregardless of how anybody feel about any individual player, the universal sentiment this year should definitely be no excuses. When I can watch Cincinnati go from 2-14 deep into the playoffs, when I can see the Browns go from 0-16 to get to the playoffs before us. Excuse me. When I can see the 49ers had the same record as us in 2017 and then make it back to another Super Bowl, no excuses. But you'll notice the recurring theme in the NFL is most of the teams who've been in the Super Bowl in the last 4 to 5 years or so all had quarterbacks who recently got there. There's never been a true successful rebuild without changing the quarterback. Everything else is just cosmetic padding, and you're basically just extending the career of one individual. It hasn't happened. This ain't Sharif the car hater talking. No, this is facts. And a lot of people just cannot accept the truth of the matter. As long as number 4 is here, I believe we have a ceiling. And when we are so desperate to need a Pro Bowler at every position, let's get Matthew. Let's get Gilmore. Let's get this one. Now we're the Golden State Warriors, all to overcompensate for the fact that we have a kid. Well, not a kid. He's 31 years old, formerly the oldest quarterback in the AFC West until Russell Wilson got here, who cannot put it on his back. And it was delicious irony that playoff game of 2 months ago from the 9-yard line ended the way that it did. When Daniel Carlson could not save us, we needed 6, and he couldn't deliver. If the ball was intercepted in the end zone, you wouldn't have heard nothing from me. The kid made a play, but the panic, the anxiety, the long generational record, including his brother, of choking in the big moments. That's who he is. He could be the nicest guy in the world. We're going nowhere with him. So continue to pad the roster. Josh McDaniels has never done nothing without Tom Brady. As a matter of fact, your friend, the Denver Bronco fan with the Batman voice, if you ask him what was the worst collapse in Denver Bronco history, and he seems to be a very knowledgeable guy, he knows it was under Josh McDaniels. Yeah. And they started that year 6-0.
And I know that too. And I'm not a Bronco fan, but I remember that. That was also the year that they actually had, when they did their throwback jerseys, they had the ugly brown Bronco jerseys with the brown and yellow socks that with the stripes that went up and down instead of around.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I remember that because I was under as well.
And you say, okay, maybe that was just a one-time thing. He go to St. Louis as the OC, they're dead last, 32nd in offense. So what's the common denominator here? Tom Brady won a Super Bowl in Tampa without him. You know, some athletes just are that great. You may not like LeBron James, but wherever he goes, he brings a championship. And whenever he leaves a city, Usually they become a lottery team and take years to get better. So some people have it, some don't, but still, all of us in the nation should have this expectation, no excuses, period. Because if it's not a number one wide receiver, I don't want to hear about the O line because I go under these Raider threads, the official Twitter account, Gorilla Rilla's account, and I keep asking people, what about the O line? What about the O line? So when week 5 or 6 or 7 come and it become apparent that it's an issue, I don't want to hear about, oh, now it's the O line. If it ain't the O line, it's the play calling. If it ain't the play calling, it's the defense. If it ain't the defense, it's wide receivers dropping passes. It's never number 4.
Okay, well, let me ask a question though. Let me ask a question. I get it, okay, and I like that mantra of no excuses.
That's right.
I do like the mantra, but let me ask. It's Derek Carr and the offensive line and the defense and the special teams and mistakes in all of the. It's not just one person. Whether it's one person winning, no, it's not one person winning. It's a conglomerate attempt. It's a collage of 53 guys on the roster, 48 on game day or whatever it is, okay? Coming together at the right time, performing offense, defense, and special teams. Correct?
Yes, but
okay. If that's true, then I gotta ask you, because you know that everybody knows that I said, oh, we're gonna talk to Sharif. Sharif is on Black Thanos, and I hear the stuff and I see the stuff, and that's why. And again, I don't have to put it because Mike Sarah says it, and also was it God Hades, Jason Tom? You know, he said we know what your cue is. Derek Carr does not play defense. He does not play offensive line. But in your mind, Derek Carr is the reason why the Raiders lost at all times.
No, don't misconstrue that. What I'm saying is that the mass belief that somehow magically he's always exonerated from blame. The defense always gets blamed. Wide receivers, John Gruden is taking blame. Him, because of the cult-like following he has garnered, it's never him. That's my issue. I mean, if we lost, if we got eliminated against Dallas 2017 because Jalen Richard fumbled, then there's no way I'm going to blame Carr for that. Jalen Richard didn't fumble. Derek Carr did on the
yeah, and I called. I said,
and Chief, was Alex Smith to blame for the Chief never being able to get to the next level? The quarterback is the most important position because he touches the ball more than anybody. You're only going to go as far as he goes, or what he's capable of doing. After 8, 9 years now, you should have an idea where you at.
Okay, now I get that. But I will say this, and Mike Sarah even said it as well. We did make the playoffs last year because we won. The royal we, won the last 4 games when people were calling, and even I admit this. I said there is no way in hell with 6 losses or whatever it was, 7 what it was, okay, that the Raiders are going to make the playoffs. I said it. I was wrong because we won the last 4 games, and I know Derek had that stupid interception at the very end, and this was what that guy Russo was jumping up and down saying how much he hated Carr for spiking the ball at and I was mad at that too. And the fact that the last play was a pick, okay, and he didn't throw it in the end zone. But I still say that touchdown that the Bengals got threw a lot of salt in the friggin' wound. It's true. Okay. So the Bengals, you see how one game could be a stepping stone and the Raiders should have been playing the next weekend, but they didn't because it's a team sport.
Well, yeah,
Because
well, you can't blame, even if the shoe was on the other foot, you can't penalize Cincinnati for a human error. The play was legal itself. Now, outside of a whistle, nobody was out of bounds. Nobody had possession issues.
The play should have been overdone. It should have been overruled and replayed. Now, if they get a touchdown on the next play, so be it. If they don't, then they kick a field goal, so be it. So they're down. So the Raiders are down by, at the end, they're down by 3 instead of 7 or whatever it was, or 6, because we needed a touchdown. That one play is monumental. And I know the Raiders scored a touchdown after that. I get it.
Never mind the fact of a strict fumble. Never mind the fact that the Bengals are even there 2 years after 2-14.
Yeah.
That's the real teaching moment of this. Never mind Joe Burrow is performing like a grown man already with no O-line. And we've been using the O-line for excuse since Jesus was in grade school. So we didn't deserve that. When we were lucky, we beat a Cleveland Brown team that had 20 players out on COVID. How many times was Daniel Carlson going to bail us out? It finally bit us in the ass like I knew it would. Even in that playoff game, what did we kick? 3 field goals or 4 at least? We're in the red zone 4 times, going to capitalize. Here comes Daniel Carlson. And then when the game is on the line, oh my God, we need more than a field goal. What are we going to do? And that was my issue all year long. And the red zone was an issue the year before and the year before that. It's been a constant theme with this kid. And now we get Davante Adams, who Carr specifically wanted, his friend or whatever, at $28 million. We will see.
Okay. Now I get the fact. Now it just so happens that the guy was Derek Carr's friend. I get it, but he's also the best wide receiver in football. Statistically, he is, and I actually
the best quarterback in football.
I do not have that but statistically, the last 3 years, he's the best wide receiver in football.
2 of those years, he had the MVP at quarterback. The MVP for the entire league for the last 2 seasons is Aaron Rodgers, who can throw it on the run, tying his shoes, sidearm, a football, split a ball. He can do it all. He might not be the nicest, most ingratiating personality, but as a quarterback, pound for pound, Aaron Rodgers is as good as we have ever seen. But of course, it takes more than one man, and him and Davante is basically a 2-man show over there. But don't. Matter of fact, Adams' best 2 years was the MVP years for Rodgers. The last 2, he's only got 3,000-yard seasons in 8 years. Amari Cooper has more than that. Tyreek Hill has more than that. He's a slot receiver who's no faster than Renfro. I'm not negating what he did with Rodgers, but Rodgers made a lot of people. You know how soon we forget Jordy Nelson, who was over there, who came here and failed miserably, just like I said he would with number 4.
Yeah, but
he was brought here for non-football reasons because he's a devout Christian.
Okay, well,
like Jason Witten was.
Sharif, I get it. Please don't bring that up all the time, though. Okay, please. It gives a stain on it, and you know I'm Judeo-Christian. I'm not, and if anything, I'm not a devout Christian. I'm Judeo-Christian, and that's kind of being.
No, I understand the sensitivity of the message. I'm not attacking nobody's belief system. I'm saying the criteria used to make certain personnel moves, we can't ignore this. I can send you the information about why Todd Downing was hired. Him and Carl was as close as they could be. In fact, and I quote directly Todd Downing, when he said him and Carl were so close, they finished each other's sentences.
Okay,
and how did that turn out when he came
that has nothing to do with religion, Sharif. It doesn't. I get that McDaniels is a devout Christian. I get that Derek Carr is a devout Christian. I get the fact that Davante Adams is his buddy from college, but they have a good together, and they made it happen. And if the Raiders can't do anything with it, then you can say you can do the "I told you so" dance that they had in what was it, like Will and Grace? Remember the "I told you so" dance that the
Right,
redhead
right.
do? You could do the "I told you so, told you so, told you so, told you so." You could do that all day long, but we need to see it, which is why I'm not putting this team up to saying that they're going to be the greatest or they're not going to be the greatest. King Washington, I appreciate it, partner, but we're at the very end of the show. We're at 1:55, and I'm not going to be able to have anybody else on because I got to do my outro. Okay, I appreciate you coming in, partner. Thank you for being here. But here it
But
is.
do you at least agree with the mantra of no excuses?
No, I
And
will.
taking belief out of it. This
Yeah,
organization has damn near tried to give everything Carr
yeah.
that Carr wanted or required. This team has tried through various administrations to give it to him. The highest paid O-line, the
Okay,
highest paid wide receiver.
wrap it up. I got about a minute there, Sharif, because I got to do my outro. But I agree. No excuses is a mantra. I agree there. That's why I said this team could be 0-17. It could be 9-8 or whatever, the cut. What it doesn't, we will see. But like I said, it remains to be seen. I don't know what the future is. If I knew what the future is, I'd be able to pick the numbers so I can win the lottery.
That is the truth, my friend. But if you study history, more often than not, you're prepared better for the future.
I got
And
you.
if you never make a change, things will never change.
Okay.
And that's why we're seeing what we see in the NFL in the last 5 years alone.
Sharif, I got to go, partners. I got to do my outro. Hey, thank you for calling in, partner. It's always a pleasure. And I mean that. I'm not.
No, of course. I had to bring some positivity, beauty, and glowing remarks for the nation because, like I said, and at our age cap, we want it bad.
I got you.
And closed mouths don't get fed.
I got you. Okay, hey, Sharif, you take care, partner. We'll see you up on for the next. All right, that's Black Thanos. That's Sharif Allah Khan. We are at 156 and a half, actually 157. I got to do my outro. Thanks again. We will be here Sunday night. We'll be here Sunday night. Please watch us on Roku TV. Thank you for being here. Share, like, and comment after the show. Please comment after the show. And again, if you don't like to hear him, then call in because Sharif's going to call and he'll be here. But thanks again, folks. We'll see you for the next show. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you up Sunday night.